Namaste. When did you feel pain that was so intense that you were brought to your knees and literally cracked open? What moment of tragedy have you witnessed in your life, in your community, on television, that's made you question, why? Why, God? Why do bad things happen to good people? What obstacle or challenge in your own life has made you think, if I could just have a sign, something, a symbol, wishing the universe would have a conversation with you? Everything means something. There are no coincidences. There is nothing random. There are only conversations with the universe. Signs, symbols, messages, mirrors, everywhere. We're all the same. Each one of us wants to feel love. None of us wants to feel pain. And every single individual on the planet is trying to make meaning of this thing called life. I have always been a very practical, dutiful, good human doing. And just like you, I follow generational, familial, societal, and cultural belief systems and behaviors. I became the walking dead. You might have seen some. You probably passed some on the street and didn't even acknowledge them. They have a dull look in their eyes, even when they smile. They yawn a lot, even though they've had plenty of sleep. Some function well and others do not. I was the walking dead. There are a lot that are the walking dead. I fell into a long, dark night of the soul. By my 30s, I had become robotic, on autopilot, a workaholic, stuck in an identity. Life didn't look the way I thought it was supposed to look. Love didn't feel the way I was told it was supposed to feel. My world collapsed around me. The people in my life that I thought loved me betrayed me or abandoned me. The things that had meaning were no longer there. I found myself weeping on my prayer room floor. How did my life turn out like this? I was a good human being. I did everything right. I was the perfect daughter, straight A student. I was the devoted wife. I was a great mother. I prayed. I tithed. I gave charity. I helped people. How did my life turn out like that? All I could do was say one prayer. The most powerful prayer I could have. Help me. Help me. Help me. You put me here. Give me a sign, a symbol, something. And in that moment, I blacked out. I'm not really sure if I was there for one night or many. But when I finally woke up, in the weeks following, I began seeing the numbers 11, 111, and 1111 everywhere. billboards, clocks, license plates, trains, bulldozers, store receipts, football jerseys, roller skates, stamped into the concrete. They were everywhere. I thought something must be trying to tell me something, but like most of us, I dismissed it. But by the end of the 4th week, I got so frustrated, so angry. If you want me to know something, tell me, but make these numbers stop. What do they mean? And in that moment, 3 things happened. I was given the insight that 1111 is a gateway, a doorway, a pre-encoded trigger inside of our cellular DNA structure. It symbolizes the doorway between illusion and reality, unconscious living and conscious living, negativity and positivity. I was also downloaded with a magazine, 1111 magazine. Every word, every picture, every interview. And I heard the words, "Do this now. You will heal. Others will heal." Well, the universe knew me well. I was a workaholic after all. All I needed was a job to sink my teeth into. I went downstairs, didn't really know much about the computer, but started typing away. I could do a Word doc. I could send an email. By the end of a month, I completed my document. And then it dawned on me, I don't know graphics. I can't do this. All right, I did what you asked. But if you want this magazine out there, you're going to have to send me the graphic designer. I'm not looking for her. You bring her here. And I got up, shut off my computer, and was about to leave the room when I happened to glance at the clock. And it was flashing 11:11. That night, a huge storm hit, and my computer crashed. I tried everything. Nothing worked. I called a computer guy, computer guru. I'm Indian, I'm brown. It worked. He came and spent several hours. By the end of the day, he just shook his head. He said, "I'm sorry, you're going to have to get another computer." However, I was able to save one document, 1111. As I was writing his check, he wanted to know what it was, and I explained it's a life enhancement magazine, and I'm going to give it to the world. And he said, "Really? You know, I've got this wonderful friend. She's going through a really, really hard time, and she's the most amazing graphic designer." Is this how life works? Maybe we've got it all wrong. Maybe all the problems, the obstacles, the challenges are really gifts. Maybe there's a hidden secret in there. Maybe they're meant to grow us. Maybe they're meant to show us that there's magic. And we just simply need to watch and listen. The third thing that I received was a conversation with the universe. Imagine before you got here, a luminous, beautiful mass, harmonizing, light, sound, and color, brilliant, expressive, full of love, brilliance, radiance. It glowed and it hummed, and it knew of itself to be this, so much so that all of a sudden, in a swell of love, 3 sparks burst off. Gazing back at the mass, witnessing how amazing it was, how amazing the source that they came from was. The smallest spark said, "I desire to witness this again and again and again, to know my brilliance, my beauty, my power, my presence." The second spark said, "Yes, I wish to witness this. I wish to know myself in this way." The third spark said, "I am inspired. Let's have play. Let's play. I shall be your father, and I shall be hard, and I will push you too much. I will make you achieve things, study hard, have too many external activities to prove yourself worthy, because I don't feel worthy. And I'll emotionally abandon you. At some point, I may even physically abandon you. And the second spark said, yes, I too wish to play. And I'll be your mother. And I'll receive some of his emotional abandonment, and it will shut me down. And I will lose my voice to try to protect myself. And I will shrink from my own power. And I won't be able to love you because I can't even love myself. I'll sink into depression. I'll take on disease. I'll really try. The small spark looked at them and said, but why? I don't understand. How could this be good? How could you know power, presence, beauty, all that we are? This sounds horrible. What life would you have to live? And in unison, both sparks said, to know power, you must first be powerless. To know unconditional love, you must first have love with conditions. To know your beauty, you must witness ugliness. To know your worth, you have to feel unworthy. And we do this because we love you enough. We love you enough to create the play that you desire, to learn the gifts and the lessons that you possess. And we love ourselves enough to have the same gift. We are all divine sparks, here to shine and shimmer in brilliance. We've created the set. We're the director, the actor. We're each and every part in the story. And when we go off track, we send conversations from the universe. And they show up as numbers and birds and insects. They show up as words on billboards or on a greeting card that you receive. They show up as animals. Most importantly, they show up as other people, as your mirror. They are our angels, those that you admire, those that you aspire to be. In that moment that you see them, you really need only have one question. Where is that in me? When you see violence, when you see hate, when you see terrorism, ask yourself, where is that in me? When you see an innocent child, a butterfly, where is that in me? When you encounter an angry store clerk, someone that's rude, where is that in me? They are showing you you. There's only one of us here, and it's you. And the rest of us is God, the rest of God, showing up in a different face, in a different body, in a different place, to give you a gift. Some angels disguised, some angels. In this moment, be still. In this moment, imagine before you got here. Imagine the degree of love that would have to have existed for light, sound, and color to manifest into physical form that's you. You are a divine aha moment. You. There's only one of us here. And God is sitting next to you, behind you. God is pumping gas next to you, in the checkout line in the grocery store. God is nursing your elderly and teaching your children. God is the wounded soldier on the battlefield. the homeless man on a bench. God is the woman being battered and abused behind closed doors. God is the abused child. And God is that one pulling a trigger at a school to teach us something. Lessons such as unconditional love, compassion, joy, power, strength, and inspiration. So there's only one of us here, and it's you. And I'm here to tell you, you are not on a journey. You are the journey. You are not in the world. You are the world and every piece and part that is here. You are not a spiritual being having a human experience. You are experiencing itself. So what is this conversation, this message called TED, what does it represent? Well, let me break it down for you. TEDx, technology, entertainment, design. Technology, you are the spiritual technology here to experience itself. You are the entertainment, the divine entertainment here to express itself. You are, by design, grand universal design here to create itself, to invent itself. And what is the X? The X is the number of times you get to do so. You are the X factor. You are here to discover yourself as experience over and over again. You are here to create, invent, and reinvent. So I am Simran Singh. And when I say namaste, I say that because the divine as me honors, loves, cherishes, respects, acknowledges, and adores the divine in you. Thank you.